He's got some drug dealing stuff from like 5 or 6 years ago, but
Yeah, he said he just came from the hospital. All right.
And anything that he tells you, if he does provide you a fake slip, we find out it's fake, then he will be charged with that as well. And the fine for that is $10,000 a month.
Yes, sir. He's shaking quite a bit.
Welcome back. As you may have gathered from those few teaser clips, today's topic is going to be a little bit different. I'm here to share a personal story about a traffic stop. This isn't just any traffic stop. This is my traffic stop. I am the guy driving that car. So, and this isn't about criticizing law enforcement. I have great respect for many in the police services and corrections that I work with every day in my clinical role. Instead, I aim to highlight the challenges faced by those with a history of substance use, extending beyond healthcare into law enforcement. So many of you know me as a clinical care provider for patients who use substances at one of Canada's largest hospitals. I'll admit that I'm quite nervous about discussing this topic. Fortunately, I'm not quite shaking like you're going to see me shake in the video, but that doesn't mean I don't fear potential backlash. Though I recognize this fear may not be entirely rational, nevertheless, I feel it's real. So that's just me being honest. To provide you some context, let me share a little bit about my background. In 2010, I faced 29 serious charges, mostly related to drugs. I spent 5 years as a fugitive and on Crime Stoppers' most wanted list. After my attorneys were able to successfully prove that these charges were false and maliciously put forward, the Crown Attorney withdrew the charges. I want to clarify that I have no criminal record, not even a juvenile record. I haven't even had a speeding ticket in 15 years. The backstory involves a family member in law enforcement leadership who misused their position. They, along with a detective they conspired with, face consequences for their action. This video isn't about that. I don't really want to fall down that rabbit hole just yet, but that just gives you the background of who I am and why I'm here talking to you. I'm not claiming to be a saint. I've openly shared my history as a former IV drug user. I used hard drugs for a couple decades, and everything that pretty well goes along with that, I did. However, that chapter of my life ended a decade ago. So over the last 10 years, I have worked diligently to rebuild my life. I've returned to university, I moved from homelessness to home ownership, and I have become a full-time clinician at a major hospital. I serve on the board of directors of a nonprofit. I'm a harm reduction consultant. I'm a keynote speaker traveling across the country sharing my journey. So enough of me talking, let's watch the video.
Hello,
Hi,
sir.
how you doing?
My name's Confronting. Just so you are aware, you are being audio and visually recorded on both my body camera and the in-car camera system.
Okay.
You're going quite fast along this road here. I had to go 60 kilometers just to keep up with you. You know it is a 30 zone, right?
I didn't know that.
Do you have your driver's license on you there? Do you have your insurance and ownership, please?
Yeah. Can I just get it from the glove box?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just coming from work. I work down the street.
Okay.
it's likely not Kirk who's still looking for.
Yeah, he is. Of course, he was. The one he handed me was for a 30-day temp back in 2021.
Go tell him, listen, get a tow truck running because I don't believe he has insurance.
Yeah, I'll let him know.
That way he can deal with it from there too. I just hopped on him that he's got some drug dealing stuff from like 5 or 6 years ago, but
Yeah, he said he just came from the hospital. All right, just wait me down. I'll go back up. I'm putting on my hair. Northern Cards Inc. Is that a business you're related to?
Yes, it is.
What's that business?
It's a greeting card business.
Oh, okay, nice. And do you have the insurance?
Yeah, I do. It's going to be in a separate email from the same person. I just wanted to give you one at a time here.
All right, sir. I don't believe this vehicle's insured.
You don't believe it's insured?
I don't believe this vehicle's insured, so I'm going to have you organize a tow to get this vehicle towed away because you cannot drive this vehicle without insurance, all right?
I guarantee you it's insured.
Okay. As of right now, I don't believe it is insured unless you can produce an insurance slip for me.
I got the bill of sale and the paying of it, like payment for paying the premium.
Yep.
Would that be adequate?
No, I need to see the actual insurance slip, sir. All right, I'll give you an opportunity to find it for you. Otherwise, sir, you're not allowed to drive this vehicle without insurance, all right?
I understand that, but
wouldn't that be just a tick? I just live right there, and I work at St. Michael's Hospital. Like, here's my ID. I don't drive an uninsured vehicle.
Okay, sir. I'm going to give you one more opportunity to find your insurance, all right? When you
But
find
you don't
it,
give a ticket for it instead? You tow people?
we're going to have it towed. You can't drive a vehicle without the insurance.
No, but some people just don't have the card, right? Does that not often happen?
We accept pictures of the insurance.
No, but some people don't have either. Don't they get a ticket for not having the card?
If you don't have insurance, sir, you can't drive the vehicle on the road.
No, but
He's certain the vehicle's insured. Yeah, he says he works down at St. Michael's Hospital. His ID's there. I told him. Yeah, I told him if he can't produce the insurance, he's gonna have to get the vehicle towed. Okay, let's go see how this one goes.
Just tell him beforehand that if he provides you, we are going to be calling.
Sir, I can come.
And anything that he tells you, if he does provide you a fake slip, we find out it's fake, then he will be charged with that as well. And the fine for that is $10,000 a month.
Yes, sir.
I'm just saying, so this is the email from the broker herself. Said, could you please make sure you've received the payment for this premium of $15.09 processed on this policy. This is on September 9th. I said, can I please get a yes or no as to whether or not the premium has been received? Then this is from the broker herself. Says, my apologies, still going through my emails. Yes, your payment was received and posted on September the 6th.
Okay, yeah. I still need to see the slip, sir.
I understand that, but I understand that, but it's, should this, like, this is from Young's Insurance for intact insurance.
I know, sir. We can't accept just emails verifying that. We actually need to see the slip itself.
Yeah, no, I'll call them, but I just like, but.
Yes, sir. Give that a shot. See if they can send you a slip right now. All right. Otherwise, you'll need to prepare a tow for this vehicle. All right.
There's no way you can accompany me just down the street to my spot. I work at the hospital, St. Michael's Hospital, man. I'm working like 7 days a week right now.
I know, sir. But we do need the insurance slip.
No, but if you accompany me to my spot, could I just not leave the car there?
You will need a tow. You can't drive this vehicle on the road without insurance.
22, if you want 22, just want to make you aware, security is advising that this email threatened staff yesterday saying they had a weapon, but no weapon was seen yesterday, and they don't see one again today. There's no injuries as of yet.
Yeah,
And sorry, I was looking to log on. Who's your call
I didn't smell any type of substance in the vehicle. He's shaking quite a bit.
Okay, that was a lot to watch. Probably more for me than you, but let's discuss some key takeaways. When I reviewed the body cam footage originally, I felt a mix of sadness and understanding. While I hadn't experienced a traffic stop in 15 years, I sensed something was amiss when I was stopped that day. Unlike past stops for speeding or not coming to a complete stop, where I was indeed guilty, this time I certainly had insurance. My coverage for insurance has been uninterrupted since I was 16 years old, and I wasn't speeding. A logical question might be, well, how do you know you weren't speeding? Well, one way I know is there was no radar gun. That's not an indication of whether I was speeding or not. But we did a very methodical and detailed defense prepared for this case. Probably another remnant of my substance use journey is sort of my ability, or I don't know if ability is the right word, but by my tendency to take deep dives into things that maybe shouldn't be so deeply dug into. But I retained a mechanical engineer to analyze the circumstances of this traffic stop. We meticulously measured the distance from the point where the police cruiser first observed my vehicle, covering precisely 104.3 meters. This analysis was crucial in establishing an accurate account of the event. As shown in this recreated image, I was the black Nissan Rogue in the picture, and the officers were stationary at a northbound intersection and turning eastbound pursuing my vehicle. It's important to note that no radar equipment was used during the stop, indicating that the officer intended to estimate my speed based on his acceleration rate. And that's what he openly shares in the video itself when he's telling me that. The officer correctly stated that he reached a speed of 60 kilometers an hour, as evidenced by his body cam footage of his speedometer. It's true, he did get to 60. However, the analysis conducted by the mechanical engineer revealed that using the officer's acceleration as an indicator of my speed is scientifically flawed, given that he began from a complete stop. The calculations demonstrated that my vehicle's maximum speed could not have exceeded 35 kilometers an hour under the conditions observed. This comprehensive evidence was intended for presentation in my court. But ultimately, the charges were once again withdrawn on the day of the trial. But I didn't want to leave it there, and that's why I decided to do this episode, so perhaps it could be used as a learning moment. The implications of the situation extend beyond my personal experience and prompt us to consider the training and assumptions made by the law enforcement officers. How many trainees are being taught that individuals with past criminal alleged charges, even when they're withdrawn, cannot be trusted? It's true, I was nervous. I was very nervous. Like, that's obvious, and it's true. And I shake when I get nervous. But I wonder how many police officers are provided with the training that allows them to have considered that panic or activation of the sympathetic nervous system can occur when someone hasn't done something wrong. It can be triggered by past trauma, PTSD, anxiety, or acute stress. Now, I would love to hear in the comments what others think about this, whether that's a possibility or whether I'm being fair at all, perhaps. Maybe they did everything 100% correct, and I'll own that if that's true, and this will be a learning moment for me as well, because it certainly was. If I am perceived this way, despite my recovery and professional achievements, how are others in the community, those who are still using substances, being perceived and treated? Are they being treated humanely? Is referencing a withdrawn charge from 15 years ago really relevant to the current situations? Like whether or not I had insurance or whether I was speeding? To all my fellow professionals out there supporting individuals who use or have used substances in the past, we can do better. Whether it's in healthcare or law enforcement, treating people with dignity and respect as a baseline will go a long way towards ensuring that these encounters are productive and mutually respectful. This approach benefits not only the individuals involved, but also the community as a whole. By fostering mutual respect and understanding, everyone involved can experience a greater sense of safety and satisfaction, knowing that they have contributed to a positive interaction. After all, we all want to go home at the end of the day feeling secure and supported in our roles, whether it's as a healthcare provider, law enforcement officers, or just members of the community. Thank you so much for watching.